Who remembers this?
Wow, that's sick. What size is that, Luco?
That's a 48. That's
48 inches?
48 inches, yeah.
It's good for you US guys, 48 inches. So
Yeah.
that's huge. Check
Based
out
off the Zelos 48G and the 40.
Who remembers this? No, not that. Not that. This.
But that went in fine, perfectly. Everything went in. I put on the hoses. I actually pressured the old 3 holes in the ground. Well. Look what we got on the workbench, wrenching with Mike. I reckon Australia owns all the Zelos Rockstars, Proboats. Bloody ripper of a thing. How good is it? Oh, I'll do the B-roll thing. Yep. Oh, I love this, eh? How good is that? And look at this. Yes, another So You Want to Be a Rock Superstar. So why is this on the bench? Let's open them up. And for shizzle. Yep, She's Electric. Got the old ZTW Beast 300 amp. It's the, what is it? The Seal 300 amp ESC. It's got a Leopard. I don't know much specs on the Leopard. If I do have a goose, I'll pop it up there. Awesome, oversized tubes, but yeah. What in the tornado belly is going on here? So, oh my goodness me. What in the shizzle? So look, inlay, carbon fibre inlay, I think, or just fiberglass. Yeah, it looks like it's just been reinforced fiberglass. But this, man. So, okay, here's the dealio. Hold on. So, okay, we're gonna mount this in there, have a goose, but yeah, I've gotta see what's going on with all that. It's the old Spectrum box, hey, if it ain't broke. Yeah, so we gotta mount this in there. So we got all this here. 9 mod, you've seen I've used them in the bar, used it on the Alcon. Really good. Good bang for buck. And this is 55 kilo. So we're gonna do something about this. So let me see, I wanna take all this out and then we'll come up with a game plan. Okay, I've got a game plan. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna 86 all this stuff out. Hopefully I don't damage this carbon fiber, you know, whatever it is. And I reckon I'm gonna come up with a carbon fiber plate on some standoffs, and then I can mount this to the carbon fiber plate, you know, there, and then I'll make some mounts for them, have a little bit of flexibility in the angle, hold them in angle, and then come up with something, you know, but yeah, come up with something anyway. Probably what I've done on the previous builds. So yeah, I think we're gonna do is I'm gonna try to get rid of all this. This is actually the perfect footprint for what I want to do. So I just want to do a carbon fiber tray, have some mounts there, then have a black box that I usually put in. I can get them from my electronic supplier, and then just have the mounts is what I was saying. So I've got to actually get all this done, draw it up, send it off to my mate to cut it out. And then I noticed here there's a little bit of a whoopsie going there, a little bit of a boomerang going. So we're going to see if we can adjust the OSC kit. Had a bit of flack about the strut angle and all that other stuff. So I think the OSC kit on the 5-inch rail, so you can kind of see, you know, you got to drill your own hole there, because that's not stock, because this is a stock 5-inch rail on the Rockstar. We're come with a 26cc Zenoa. I think it was a Zenoa, yeah. I'm not sure Fuely make them, or CY. But if I can drop that and raise that, then hopefully I can get a bit of an angle going. So yeah, they always say to try to keep this, you know, this length here as short as possible for the old Flexaroonies, but yep. We are going to replace the Leopard with a TP. I do need to do some homework on this to make sure that the KV rating is rated to 12S. I'm sure it is, but I just wanted to double check on what the KV rating on this motor is. So it looks like it's a 56, but yeah, we'll double check. And we've got to bind it to this dinosaur, the DX4 Spectrum. Runs on DSMR, so I was able to find a receiver in my box of goodies that was able to bind. So we're going to do that, and then we're going to program. I think I got the Bluetooth dongle for this. We're going to program the seal to make sure everything else is working. And this is going to be a runner. This is going to be a runner, so we're going to get some footage, whether I am able to go with the owner of the boat and try to get it, or we just get some footage from the land. So yeah, so we're definitely going to see this run. I'd like to go, I really would like to go up, it's up the coast, so I really want to get to see this thing on the water when he finally gets up there. So it's a bit of a rush job. I've got to fix this, draw this all out, send it off to my mate. I think it's 3mm carbon that he's got, but I do need to dissolve all this so I don't affect the hull. So again, my bad, you know, everyone's got their strengths and weaknesses, and yeah, okay, all right, let's carry on. Removed, lucky that kind of, that carbon fiber paper, you might as well call it, was epoxied down, but I was able to get a bit of leverage under it, and then it came out, pretty good thing, still in there, but I'm just gonna sand it, grind it back down, and then I'll spray it again. So the hole looks like it's been, it's not a carbon fiber inlay, it looks like a fiberglass inlay. You can see the weaving in there. Oh, yeah. Oh, you never know. But yeah, it's been inlaid, and the 5-inch rails have been painted as well. So yeah, so I've got to sand that, paint it. I've put the order in for the carbon fiber, so that'll be the next step. Update on the Rockstar. Okay, it's all painted, sanded. Yeah, you can see that carbon paper, whatever we're calling it. So that's the update. Come out all right, come out clean, but that's not. Look at this. What? What's going on here? All right, let's get that down to Shazam. Yep, another one. Electric. And what is this? Oh, What is this? What do we got? The build up. Yes. Gas. Huzzah! Right, welcome back, gas. So this is a stocker. So what we're going to do is we're going to convert? No, we're going to reinstate this back to gas. Yeah, yep. Had a short lifespan with an upgraded engine and pipe in it, and the owner wants to sell it. So I'm going to do it all up back to stock, give it a good clean, and then put all the stock equipment back. Radio tray wasn't touched, it was just the motor and the pipe. So it hasn't seen a lot of action. I know. How many of these have we got? I told you. How many have we got? So that's on hold. Let's go show you what's going on here. So there's the stock pipe and straight pipe header. Gave it a good clean. Everything else good clean. I do need some more gaskets, which I believe I have. And this is the stock CY. Believe it or not, first time I've actually seen a stock motor from the Rockstar. It's either I've had a rooster tail, Omen, or electric. So yeah, so it's got the clutch, given it a good clean up. Didn't really need much because I don't think it ever ran any fuel in this. So the only thing is, got the header block for the pipe, and there's that as well, so they're all stock. Got the stock Dex 2E. Yeah, crazy. Now the only thing is, this is a 1048 modified. I'm not too sure who did this. This was on Jai's, one of Jai's motors, and you can see the valve has been machined, lightened. So yeah, no throttle on this. I don't think they all do, but this is a 1048 and it has been modified. So yeah, all I've got to figure out is the throttle linkages. I've got a few throttle linkage options, so I've got to go back to, I won't go back to stock because the throttle linkage on the stock is rubbish. So I've got a few throttle linkage kits and sets that I'll work on, and then we'll get this in. So it's going to be pretty straightforward, this one, but you might as well just say it's a bonus. Yes, sir. Welcome back. Okay, back to here. I think I'm gonna gut all this out, all the radio tray in the tank, take all the hoses off, just so I can get access to everything, give it a good clean. Pretty happy with that. So it's all clean, just all blemishes. It's that's in the epoxy, in the fiberglass. Yeah, but it's all clean, all good. I didn't take the tank out because if you know, you know. They got a bolt in the standoffs there, and yeah, they're not that good. So once they come loose, yeah, they're a pain in the ass to put on. So I'm pretty happy with that. So we'll move over, getting all the engine and everything all done, and it's pretty basic. And then we'll drop it all in. Okay, let's put the engine in. Okay, this took bloody longer than putting everything in. It's been a day now, and I was just mucking around with it, going through all the bits and bobs. That's the actual stock. I had all these little bits and pieces, you know, the stuff that you keep in your little box. Actually, I'll show you. I mean, I've actually found a good purpose for the Spectrum. Keep all those little bits in there. But yeah, back to this. So I think that linkage is stock. I don't know, but that's what I had, so I, you know, worked it out. But then that linkage there, that's off like a RS4 HSP. Those linkages there, I think they're an upgrade linkage. That's stainless steel linkage there, and then I got a alloy servo horn and the swivel here. It's all right. Makes a little bit of a noise, but what do you expect? It's running on. Got my Lifey, my Reedy powered 6.6 powering it up, so it goes well. I'll just power them on. Oh, it's ready to rock and roll. Yeah. Oh, it was already on. Excuse me, my first time. There we go. That's on. So you can just hear it. A little bit of hey, 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 I'm not happy. But, so there. So DX2E. It is going to rain like a mofo today. That's why it's really dark. But there we go. That's it. You know, I don't like the reverse because you can't program it out. And if you've got guys that are just, you know, coming over the boats, they got a habit of brake on water. I just don't like that because you can't dial it down. So that's the only, you know, that's the only downfall with the stock controllers. You know, you can't turn down your endpoints, and you can't get rid of reverse if you don't need it, especially on a boat. But I'm really happy with that. I'm getting full click. Am I? Oh, no, that's just I'll trim that up. I think it's this one. Yeah. See, it doesn't like it, eh? But it is one of those. Rudder's good. Alright, now I have a goose at everything else. So that you see me do that, that's the kill or engine kill. No kill switch in this. We're trying to go with stockish, you know. Look at that, doesn't like it. What's that? Just there. I don't know. Got the 1048. That's a modified carby. I've put a inline primer bulb here. Let me bloody sausage fingers out of the way. Inline primer bulb to help, because there was a little velocity stack, a black one, but yeah, that's gone tickety boo. That's gone. Pipe turned out really well. All the tubing, the original tubing, I was going to update all the tubing, but no, I didn't want to delay it. So it took me, 3 days on and off, probably total 8 hours, I think it is, to kind of get all this done. Rudder's all good. Pickup's nice. So yeah. I'm just going to take some pictures and throw it on Facebook. Throw it out there and see how many is it availables we get. Okay. What I was meant to say was one down, that one to go. Still waiting for those parts. Won't take long to do though. But back to this one. Took all the Facebook page marketplace pictures. I'm going to post that up, have a break, have a Kit Kat, get into that. So yeah, simple as that. Very easy to work on these Rockstars. Well, Proboat in general. But that one's next. Put all the stuff in. We've got to program all that stuff. Program all that stuff. And Bob's your uncle. But we'll see how this goes. Okay, it's been a few weeks. Had to wait for the carbon fibre to come in. Been super busy. Race season's coming up. You're going to see a couple of race vlogs coming in. And some 10 scale and 5 scale ones. But back to this. Back to the Rockstar electrics that we did. What do you reckon? A lot better, than what we had before. Here, let's do a cutaway to what it was before. See? Yeah. See? Now we got this. So that was the carbon fibre. I got done, measured it up. Got the standoffs there. I haven't epoxied it in yet because I wanted to make sure everything was okay. Powdered it all up. Got the battery in there. Wish I had some Velcro. I don't. So I'm going to leave that up to the owner to get. So it's just a standard black plastic box. I had these. You get them with the TFL. They give you around about, what is it? Corner. They give you around about 8 or 12, I think it is. I can't remember what it was, but you get heaps of these. You only really need 4, so I've got heaps of these left. So tapped them out and come out really nice. The standoff, that one was meant to be epoxied in, but I actually just screwed it in with these long ass screws. So it all comes in there. It's all modular like I usually like. So you got all cap heads, screws, and that's your control box or your radio or your battery box. So these are all in. Oh, let me speed this up. Okay, there we go. So we actually upgraded to an SR415, which is compatible with the DX4C. That's already been bound, ready to go. I've already tested it. That's been zeroed or neutraled. So I found this here, this bracket. So I was able to go through with that. So, oh, look at all that. Is that swarf? Oh, I better get all that stuff out. So yeah, pretty solid. Okay, let's bring it over to the boat. So here, oh man, bit of jizz on that. No. So I've marked it all out. These are all my points that I'm going to apply the epoxy with. So we've got the 4 there. That one's sitting a little bit high, so I'll put a bit more on that. So what I've done is I've put a set on that linkage there, on the rudder. So it actually sits above. So if I put this all in, there we go. Put that all in. It's all lined up. See, it's got a little bit of a wobble. So I'll just make that real high. But that's going to sit on top. That can be adjusted. So I'll put a top, get a cap head, get a nut onto that, and that'll lock it in. So it's putting less pressure on it. So is that all straight? So that's it. Left the aerial out, so we're gonna have to match that up with the canopy up here. So I'll put a blind grommet in there and try to find out where it comes up on the canopy, so then it can just be put down, because fiberglass, man, you need that signal to get out, or else she ain't going that far. So I'm all set up, got all my clean up stuff there. I'm going to mix some epoxy, going to get it in. Oh, and that's the ESC signal from there. There's me programming harness over there, which I'll plug into. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to set the epoxy, let it cure for probably 12 hours or something, and then I'll program it, because, you know, all the vibration, I want that to be set pretty well. So yeah, let me get into the setting, and I'll bring it back when we're about to program. And that's it. That's a wrap. We got the stock 26 CCCY engine Rockstar all ready to go, all bound. Haven't started, haven't put any gas through it, because we're selling that on Marketplace. And finally, the 12S ZTW Seal 300 amp with the Leopard motor, with the upgraded radio tray, servo, all ready to go, all powered up, all programmed, work beautifully. And the external aerial there, because of the placement of the receiver. So I think we're going to test this one. Can't test the Petrol one, because it's basically brand new, and that's the way we've marketed it on Facebook Marketplace. So, but this one here, let's do a cutaway. We'll get this on the water. We'll give it a decent test. No bloody, you know, speed runs and all that stuff. Let's just get it all done, bind it. The only thing is that 3/4 blade prop, yeah, nah, I think I'm going to run something a bit more conservative, around about the 60, 65, see what I got. But that's it, guys. All right, I'll leave you with all the run footage of this one, and I'll see you at the next one.
No weed at all.
No weed. We're here with Chai. He's helping me today run the Rocky
So as you can see, there's no weed at all.
No weed at all. First time we've been for the Kraken in forever.
I put the boat in and I got a weed stuck.
We said we're not going to do any shenanigans. This is the first time we've ran it. It's got that full blade prop on it. We're going to just test it. We're going to do some nice economical runs because it is not our boat.
It's a customer.
It's a customer who's paid a lot of money for this thing to bring it over from the USA. 4-blade prop. And we're just going to get some nice run footage because everyone's gone on about it, eh?
They have.
So, return to the Kraken. We got some nice B-roll footage that old Mode 1 over here got. So, they've fixed the fall, haven't they? It used to be running down. But
now we've got an even level surface.
Now it's an even level surface. We've come back to the Kraken. It's been over 3 years since myself and Jai have been here. And we're just going to give it some nice economical runs. It's a 4-blade prop. It looks like a 60 something.
It's a big blade.
It's a big blade. So she's riding high. That's only because we're going slow. So he's just winding up. So what are you on, a quarter?
Yeah, I'm about 30%.
30%. It's running the Spectrum DX4C. Jai is chasing the ducks. The ducks are like, what's going on? So you can see it's leveled out now.
We're at about
40, 45. We're running 12S, 6200 mAh, China Hobby lines. It's looking nice. That's looking like it's running on 4S, but we're being very conservative. Look how beautiful that is running. We got that Rockstar gas, which is Jai's, which is what we fixed up and we're selling. Jai's getting out of the boats. We're trying to concentrate on airplanes, and he wants to come racing, which he has already. So how's the steering?
It's really smooth.
Okay, and it's typical of the Rockstar, eh?
I'm only at about 50% steering now. So
Okay.
Turning, it's not. So that's about
So only small little inputs.
small, but then it's really smooth. Actually. I don't know what servo we're running.
See that? So beautiful, eh? That's nice. And that's a Leopard, so they're a high RPM compared to TP, but the TP sucks the juice out of it, very high current.
Give it about a 70%.
So, yeah, we'll give it up more now.
It's about 70%.
Oh, yeah, look at that. That's hunkering down. I'm going to come over here. So still plenty of turning throttle, turning steering. Oh, he's getting the ducks. Welcome back to the Kraken. That's nice.
It's really nice.
Okay, let's go for 100%. I'm going to come over here. Sorry about the wibble wobblies. Oh, mate. That's nice. What was that, 100? Oh, yeah. Mate, I reckon that's a pretty efficient system they've got in there. So we've got 15 degrees timing on this. Whoa, we are running out of room really quick. That's awesome. That's hunkering down really nice. I really like the Rockstar compared to the 48. It just really hunkers down, brings the nose or the bow down. See how it's riding high, but as soon as you put the gas on, it just comes down and just eats it. Oi! Unfortunately, you can't run the Bluetooth adapter while the boat is on. We tried it, so a bit weird how you can get data log without the thing running. So, wind's picking up. Mate, you can hear that on the hull, eh? Just slapping. This is a really nice boat.
I would recommend anyone with a Rockstar, but
Yeah,
gas to electric.
we have got that gas.
Like that.
Oh, beautiful. All right, we'll give it a couple more passes and we'll bring it in. Oh, that is nice. We're going to get some juicy onboard footage and all that other shenanigans that I usually get. So, oh, Michael, you got one job. Get it in frame. that looking beautiful. All right, we're gonna bring it in. One more hit. Mate, that is so planted. Okay, one more hit and then bring it in. Oi, this guy doing skids. Jai hasn't hit a boat for a while, so he's still got it, like a bike. This guy, you might be seeing that Rockstar converted. Alright, bring him in. This guy with the smile. My heart's going because, you know, this is the customers. Oh, that was awesome. That was awesome, bro. Good driving.
Yeah.
Not bad for a mode 1 guy. Okay, Mr. Concerned here said cut it because it was cogging. We want to be honest, eh? Plus it wasn't my work.
No, this is not. This is actually.
Yeah, so we're going to find out what it was. It was cogging in the end, so that seems to be maybe a motor issue or a connection issue, but we'll see how it goes. So,
Worried.
yep. Oh, okay.
Okay.
Oh, okay, yeah, yeah.
They're warm.
Oh, no, touch it again. Oh,
No, they're hot.
oh, look at that.
They're hot as fuck.
The glue's mounted on the.
Why is there glue on it?
Yeah.
Oh, he's tried to fucking waterproof it.
Yeah, with those.
Look at this, guys. Don't put glue on your motor.
Oh, eat that. Yeah, okay, so that.
Right, that's no good.
Okay, yeah, because we gave it at the end, but.
As you look at this,
Yeah.
you can see here, guys, starting to.
Yeah, it's starting to delaminate.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, sausage fingers.
La, 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 la.
Yeah, okay, that'll kind of make sense. All right, well, at least we know.
That's nothing major.
Nah, nothing major. We'll let it cool down and we'll get some B-roll and call this. Okay, now we've also discovered, because Jai was very observant about the pickups, so we noticed that the rudder pickup, because it was coming through here, we're getting nice water flow out of there, but the problem is you've got the underhull. Hopefully I got it somewhere around here. That wasn't so good.
Not so good.
Not so good.
Half of
So they do a dual rudder, RC boat bits do a dual rudder, but the problem is they don't get it in this champagne gold. So yeah, so it probably does need the dual rudder pickup, and then we close it off, which is what we done on the 48G. So another thing. All right, we're gonna have a relax, shoot the shit.
Yep.
And then we're gonna get some B-roll shit and put some footage on all that stuff. So yeah, but yeah, so it looks like I'll replace all those. I have to order some 6mm bullets. I think there's 6mm.
Yeah, maybe some 8s. Yeah.
Get some 8s.
Some 8s, yeah.
Because yeah, you had it on full throttle for a minute, 30 seconds.
Probably all up over.
But those last bits of the run,
They were full throttle.
They were full throttle. And I was getting nervous because I know this guy. He gets carried away.
So, Greg.
Yeah. But, yeah. So, that's good. Jai, you were yelling out, yep. Why?
Because, look what I found.
Wow. That is not how you fucking...
Sorry, PG. That is not how you solder.
No, we're R18, bro.
Oh, are we? Fucking solder.
Fucking cunt of a
That
fucking...
is not... Who?
Oh.
I don't know who he bought this off, but I'm glad they gave this precious boat to...
Yes, I know. So...
This is...
Yeah, because we couldn't get it. We couldn't get... Oh, because it's got a C, actually.
Yeah, bro.
I would say, no, it's a load center, so... But it has to see the winding on it.
This is
And it
so
couldn't
thick.
see it.
This is the thickest shrink wrap I've ever fucking seen in my life.
Oh, now you're throwing it left, right, and centre. Jeez.
Look at this. Sorry, it's a blunt one.
Yeah.
Sorry, guys. Look at
You
this.
got your fucking Lenny Kravitz ring in your nose. I want to get away.
Wowee.
Wow. Don't cut yourself. Yeah, that was a shiitake mushroom jobs, eh?
Look at that.
Look at that.
That is,
Yeah, nah.
that's a no-no.
That is a no.
Especially with 12
That's
S.
just popped out. Yeah, with 12S.
We've got big bolt running.
Oh, well.
Oh well, we found what's the
Yeah,
problem.
we found what the problem was.
Nothing.
I've got a
nothing
soldering
really-
iron in my bag, so let's... No.
Oh, you got me excited.
No. All right, we'll call it, eh?
Yeah.
I'll spin this
All
thing
right, guys.
around. We were going to get some juicy B-roll, onboard footage. Look, we got the GoPro all ready to go. And I don't think I'm going to end it there. I reckon we need to get some onboard footage.
We will get some onboard
So-
footage.
It won't be... I was going to bring this out. It's Friday here. I was going to bring it out tomorrow. But, nah. So I don't know whether I'm going to end this here or we're going to get some... We're going to come back. But, yeah, whatever. So I'm going to say adios, muchachos. And we're going to call it. And that's the video. And then we'll see if we can get some footage. All right. Thank you, Jai, for helping.
No worries, guys.
We'll see you. We've got the 48G coming out. And we'll see you on that one. Laters. We're just about to hit the M4 entrance. That's Jai there. You can see he's got a V8 Holden worked. It's very loud. And he's coming to a centre light. You watch. He's going to take off. See? He's going to do it. Oh, you're so predictable, brother.